TIMUR'S Lash, everyone. That is a legendary hand cannon given to you by Iron Banner, and it's a pretty damn good hand cannon. Some things to really take note of this thing, man, is the impact. As you can see right there, it has such high impact. It's probably got one of the highest, if not second to the highest impact in the game. You know, a few exceptions for like rares with that explosive rounds and whatnot, but this is a really good hand cannon. Mine actually came with these perks. They're not necessarily the best, but let's take a look at the sights. So you got true sight right here, fast draw, quick draw, depending on what you like. I don't really see a huge difference between any of them. I go with that one because it says strong target acquisition, though, the first one, the default one that it comes with. But you know, depending on what kind of player you are, if you want more reload, if you don't mind losing a little bit in stability, then by all means choose it. Rangefinder, and I don't really like rangefinder on it, but it actually works. I mean, it already has a lot of range. You get that extended range and you start using it like a sniper, man, and it actually does really good for me. Perfect balance, flared magwell, and send it. I actually will swap between send it and perfect balance just because you see the rate of fire that it's at. It already has a pretty good bit of stability, and I mean, the rate of fire is so slow to begin with that it's not like Last Word where you're just having to go pow pow pow, you know what I mean, just right off the bat. It's just one of those guns that, you know, you take your time with every shot, you take care of every shot, and so you don't really have to load it in perfect balance. And so send it would actually probably be the better choice. And then luck in the chamber, one random bullet in the magazine causes considerable bonus damage. I like that. Again, this is kind of like Hawkman. Alright guys, so you see the perks, you see how it's doing right now. It's hitting pretty good. It hits 95 a headshot every once in a while with that luck in the chamber. It'll jump up to 127. It's a very hard hitting gun, but this is where it comes down to for me. I am so used to fast rate fire weapons. I like fast rate fire weapons for the most part, especially when it comes to hand cannons, because, you know, it's you know, if you're used to Last Word, you're going to be used to it. Now, again, if you're like one of those, some of my friends that really like Hawkmoon or something, this is like a legendary version of Hawkmoon. Nowhere near as strong, but it's close to it. It's probably the closest thing to it as far as any other hand cannons go. I like it. I think it's a good gun. It was fun to play with, but to be honest with you, I didn't load myself out in every match when I went into either Iron Banner or Crucible. Now that could be different for you. Again, it's all about preference, guys. It depends on, you know, what works for you. So if you're one of those patient types that can just sit back and you like to take aim, you like to shoot, and you're not like an impatient spammer like I am, well, of course this weapon will work wonders for you. And honestly, I think if I actually sat down and took the time, this weapon would do great. Now I already had great matches with it, but I just know that it has a lot more potential than I was getting out of it. Alright guys, well that is it. That is your weapon review for TIMUR'S Lash. It is out for Iron Banner, and I highly suggest getting your hands on it, especially before Iron Banner goes. And again, you can swap out those perks, guys, to get a set of perks that you may like.